Hello, this is Kevin Houston. I have another puzzle for you. In this puzzle, we notice that the black king, has not castled yet. And black decides that rather than castling, he would like to increase his flexibility and make it easy for him to castle to either side. So black makes the following blunder. Knight to c6. So what move should white make? It's white's move. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can figure out what white should do on the next move. Okay, well, let's see if you came up with the same answer I did. White's next move will be knight to e5. Notice by doing this, he has uncovered this bishop and attacked this knight. So now this knight on c6 is attacked twice, once by a knight and once by a bishop. And he's only protected once by his bishop. And so if he tries to move out of the way, you'll notice that this bishop here on b7 will also be in trouble. So black attempts to finagle his way out of this situation by making the following move. Knight to a5. Basically what black has done is he is got his knight out of the way and he is protecting his bishop. So let's look again. See if you can figure out what the next move should be. What should white do? Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can solve it. Okay, well, let's see if you came up with the same answer that I did. Next move that white makes is bishop takes bishop. And of course black will follow up with knight takes b7. Now, what should white do? Let's pause the video and see if you can solve it. Well, let's see. White looks at that and says queen to a4. So basically the king is in trouble. There's really no way to easily block the king. Say maybe with this pawn here, because the queen could still take that pawn and eventually check the king again. So let's examine what black should do in this situation is king to e7. Now you may ask, well, what about say king to f8? Well, if he moves king to f8, then you've got knight to d7, which of course is a fork on both the queen and the king, and that's not good for black. Another possibility might have been say king to d8 over here. Well, that's not good either, because that winds up being checkmate. So king goes ahead and moves to e7, being that's really the only good move he has. And white will follow that up with queen to d7, check. King needs to flee again, so he goes over here to f8. And then the queen will go ahead and threaten this knight that can't really move. And now the queen will go to e7. Now you may be asking yourself, well, why didn't the rook just move and protect that knight like so? Well, you kind of got the same situation you had a little bit ago, and that is the fork. And this time it's even worse, because now you've got the rook and the queen and the king all forked by that knight. So obviously he has to move that queen in order to protect from the fork. And the white queen naturally will pick up a knight, and then the rook will move over. Now you might ask yourself also, well, why didn't the rook just go ahead and move to, say, d8? At least he'd be on a half-open file. Well, again, there's the fork from the knight. So he makes the only move really that he can make, which is rook to e8. And then the queen can go ahead and pick off another pawn. So the lesson here is get your king to safety. That's the lesson. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the beginning of this puzzle again. Here's the situation again. It's black's move, and this is at the beginning of the puzzle. So the question is, what should black do? Go ahead and pause the video and try to solve it. Should be fairly easy. Well, naturally, since I put so much emphasis on getting your king to safety, the move to make here is just go ahead and castle, get your king out of the way. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good day.